Hi there, welcome my dear students. In this lecture, I'm going to teach you how you can create a responsive profile card using HTML and CSS. And there is one more thing that we are going to do in this lecture. Like at the end of this card design, what we are going to do, we are going to learn by using the JavaScript, like how you can like or unlike a card, or like on social media you do the like and unlike thing. This is what we are going to do at the end of this project. So let's go and let's start. And before starting, there are a few things that we need to do. Let's start. Here I have a folder and I'm gonna open up that in with VS Code. And here I have already created a folder with the name of assets and the images. And now what I need to do, I need by pressing A, I can create a file. So I can say index.html. I will hit enter and I will create a boilerplate. Here you go. And I'm gonna give a title that is going to be profile card. This is what we are gonna make today. And let me save that. And we need few more things. We need to link our CSS that is going to be inside the assets folder, and after that there is going to be a CSS folder, and inside that we are going to put our app.css. Let me save that. Right now there is no such file like with the name of app.css. I will do alt and click to create my file. So can you see I have the CSS folder now, and inside that I have the app.css. I'm going to split up this here. And there is one more thing that I need. I need to link the I need to link my script JavaScript as well. So I'm gonna say script, and after that I'm gonna choose the third option. So this is gonna add the attribute as well. So I'm gonna say inside the assets I need a JS folder, and inside that I need a file with the name of app.js. So this is a very short and handy, like you can quickly create your files and folder structure. So why I'm doing this, this is a very small project, but I want to teach you like to be organized whenever you are doing big projects. So this is a better way like to organize your stuff so you can easily navigate here and there. So that's it. This is our boilerplate, and there is one more thing that we need to do. Like if I come back here, can you see we have social icons that we need to attach? For that purpose, I'm gonna use the font awesome. So you can create your account and you can use the font awesome. So you can go on to the fontawesomes.com/kits once you are signed in. Can you see I'm in? And here, can you see your kits? You can click on your kits and you will be on this page. And after that, you will see uh, a card similar to this one. You can click on here on this option and this will open up. And from here you can copy this script link from here, and you can come back and you can, after the app.js, you can link your font awesome JS here script here. And there is one more thing, I'm gonna use defer, like I want to load my JavaScript file at the end, so I'm using defer. So I can use the defer with this one as well, so it's up to you, like you want to use that or no. But I have to load my icons on the top of like when the page is loading, so that's why I'm gonna put that here. Now let's go back onto the browser. We don't need this browser. I'm gonna close this, and I have a small browser here. This one, can you see it's responsive? It's on this very small screen and it's responsive. So I'm gonna run my live server. This was the old one, live server. Let me open up a new live server. Here you go. This is the clean one. So before starting anything with the CSS, let's go on and let's start working with our HTML thing. So let's write up our markup. Inside here, I will create a class with the name of container, and inside container, I need a class with the name of dot profile hyphen card. Oops, I missed the I. And inside that, I need another class with the name of, I will say, profile card, and after that, that is going to be image. And I'm gonna use like this image. And inside that, I need a tag with the name of image, and inside that I have put an image here. In the images I have one image that I have to use, so I'm gonna say control spacebar, that is gonna give you the options. I'm saying assets, inside that assets I have images, and inside the images folder I have profile.jpg. Now I'm gonna say that profile image in the alt tag. Let me save that, And can you see we have this cute cat here, so you can put your own image instead of the cat. Like if you are working on the profiles, on the portfolios, you can use that. Even in the admin panels, you need this type of card as well. So outside of this div, I need to create another div with the name of, I'm gonna say with the class name content, and inside that I'm gonna use h4, and that is going to be your username. That can be like John Wick. I like that character. So inside that I'm gonna use a tag, p tag, and inside p tag I'm gonna say, like you can say front end developer or designer. It's up to you. Front end developer or designer. It's up to you. Can you see we have this text here? So after that, what we need outside of this content, we need another div with the name of, I'm gonna create a class with the name of social btns, and inside that I need a tags. Like let me do go back. Inside that I need a tag, and that a tags are going to be like we need four. Like we need Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the YouTube. So I'm gonna say multiply by 4, and inside that I need. Okay, I will put that later. That is the icon. So I will hit enter. So can you see I have this 4 icons inside that? Let me select that all of these, so I can hit enter. Here you go. So now I'm gonna say this is going to be hash, and after that I need few more things that I have to do on here. But before doing something here, I need to go back onto the font awesome. Let me pull up this on a bigger screen. I will click on icons, and inside icons I need an icon with the name of Facebook. So I will say Facebook. So I will click on free, and I will choose my icon from here. So I'm gonna use this one, the free one, the first one, that is going to be for brands and the for Facebook. So I'm gonna do the same thing for all of the icons quickly. Let me do that. So here you go. Can you see we have all of these 4 icons here? Now we need to do a few more things on these icons, and that is we need to give some background colors as well. So I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna say a style, inside style, or 1 second, let me do one thing. Let me select all of these, and I need a style attribute here, and inside that I'm gonna say background color, and the background color for the Facebook, that is going to be hash, and after that that is going to be 4267b2. So this is going to be the same. This is going to be the different for others. So we will make that beautify once we start writing the CSS from top to bottom. So I want to finish up the our HTML thing from here, and after that we will move on to the CSS part. So let me quickly write down the codes for this. Here you go. Can you see we have the backgrounds now? So the next thing that we need to work on, and that is going to be our buttons that we need here. So after this, we need some call to action buttons. So I'm going to create a class with the name of CTA, that is like call to action, and after that these are going to be BTN, and inside that we need, inside this we need like 2 buttons, and that is going to be, I'm gonna say button, and with the buttons we need button, and that is going to be multiplied by 2, so we need 2 buttons inside that. So let me hit enter, and after that enter, again enter. Here you go, we have the button. So inside that we need some text, that is going to be subscribe, and it's up to you, whatever you like you want to put, and I'm gonna say message. So I'm gonna give a class name here, that is going to be button, and or you can make that btn, something like that. It's up to you, whatever you like, or let's go with the button. And after that we need our ID here, and I'm gonna put up the ID with the name of, I can say chat btn, and again with the class name that is going to be button. Let me save that. Can you see we have these buttons here? Now outside of the CTA we need that social stats. Now what I can do, I can create a div with the name of stats, and inside that I need a div, or let me do that quickly. Stats, inside that I need a div with the name of I need another div with the name of data, and inside that we need some like icons, and we need some spans. So I'm gonna say inside that we need span. So, and this is going to be, I'm gonna say this is going to be, data is going to be multiplied by 4. We need 1 2 3, no 3, and I'm gonna remove this and span. Can you see here inside each div I have a span that I need? So what I can do, I will select all of these 3 and I can hit enter to make this beautify, and again let me select all of these and hit enter. Here you go. This is looking much beautiful. So inside span I'm gonna say 60k, and after that this is gonna be I will let you know like what I'm doing, 20k, and this is going to be 12k. So I'm gonna put the icons as well so you will know like what I'm doing here. So this is going to be our likes, like I'm gonna say ID, that is going to be like count, and after that I can give a class name here number. Again let's move on to the 20k, and this is going to be our just simple class. I'm gonna say number, and again the third one that is also gonna be a number. Here you go. Now there is no icons coming up here, so let's get back onto our font awesome, and we need few icons from here. So I'm gonna say I need heart icon from here. Heart is for the like one. So the first one we are gonna pick up, first one or second one? Let's pick up the second one. So I'm gonna pick up this one. Let's come back here, and above this I'm gonna paste the icon, and let's go back there. And the next one that we need is we need the comment one, like how many comments are there, something like that. Comment, let's copy this one, second one. Let's go back onto the code and let me paste that here. Can you see for regular and for comment? Similar to that, I'm gonna paste that quickly here. And the last one that is going to be, we are gonna say the share one. So that is for share, and from scare. We want that to be a scare one. So I'm gonna use scare. Let me save that and see here. Can you see we have all of these 3 icons here? So you can also choose that from here, the share one, the last one that we have used right now. So that's it. We don't need any kind of icons now. So I'm gonna close this. So we are done with our almost all of the CS. So we are done almost with our HTML thing now. So we are done with our HTML markup, and we are gonna come up here in the CSS. We are going to start working from the container. So first of all, let's go on to the body, and we need few things on the body. First of all, there is some universal thing that we need to write. Let me do that quickly. So it's here. So inside the body I'm going to say I want to give a background color, and that is going to be background color, and that is going to be hash 009688. Let me save that. We have the background color now. The next thing, I'm going to work on this container. So I'm going to say container, and height is going to be 100 VH. And after that, I need display, that is going to be flex. Let me save that. And I want this to be in the center. So I'm gonna say align items, that is going to be center. Let me save that. This is gonna come into the center. If I'm not using the height, this is not gonna come into the center. So height is must. So after that, I need right now it's in the center but not in the center to the div. So it's horizontally, it's in the center but not sorry, it's vertically in the center but not horizontally. So we need to do that. For that purpose, I'm gonna say justify content, that is going to be center. So can you see it's in the center? Now we need to make this more beautiful. The next thing we have here with the class with the name of profile.card.profile card. Let's pick up that one, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna say display flex, or you can create a generic class with the name of dflex, and inside that you can put dflex, and you can apply anywhere wherever you need, like bootstrap. So we are not doing that thing. That is another thing. It's up to you, like if you want to do that. And flex direction, I'm gonna say flex direction is gonna be the column. And the next thing, my left server is running. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is align item that is going to be center. Let me save that. Can you see all of these items are in the center now? And after that, I need to put max width that is going to be 370 pixels. Let me do that. And width that is needs to be 100%. So this will be good, like when we are doing the responsiveness, that will be automatically gonna be the responsive. So I'm gonna say background color that is going to be white. Can you see we have the background color now? And this is the width that we have given to this one, to this card. And after that, we need border radius. That is going to be, we are gonna say 24 pixels. Can you see we have a beautiful border radius now? And the next thing that we need to do is padding. We need to give some padding from top, bottom, left, right. That is going to be 25 pixels. So it's looking more better, similar to our design that I have showed you before. And the next thing that we need is box shadow. Let me write down that quickly. Okay, that's it. And the next thing that we need to do is we need to put one more thing that is going to be position relative. So because we want to do some things here, that's why we are gonna put position relative, because we need to put a background, and on the top of we need to put this beautiful cat and some border around that. So let's move on to this div now. Okay, now inside that we have profile card image. We are going to work on it, and profile card image, and we're going to say position is going to be relative. And inside that we need, let's say background color, and that is going to be hash 8bc34a. Let me save that. Can you see there is a background right now? It's coming, but it's not coming like we want. So we need to fix that. So I'm gonna say height that is going to be 150 pixels. Let me remove that and let me save that. And the next thing that we need is we need a width as well, that is going to be 150. The next thing we need border radius, that is going to be, we are gonna say 50%. Let me save that. And after that we need padding as well, that is going to be 3px. And can you see on the background there is some text? Let me comment this one. Can you see this circle is coming up? Height is for this one, and width. On the top of this we are going to put our image. So border radius is 50%. Can you see it's 50%? And the next thing that we need to do is we want margin bottom, that is going to be 10 pixels. Let me save that. Can you see we have a margin from here? And the next thing that we need to do is, like when we are hovering on this div, on this main div, we want a cursor. So we are gonna, pointer. So we are gonna say cursor is going to be pointer. Can you see pointer is coming? Now the next thing that we need to work on our image part, like we want to fix this on the circle. So I'm gonna pick up this one, and I will come up here, and I'm gonna say inside that there is an image, and we are gonna say height needs to be 100%. 100%. Why it's not working? Oh, I have made a mistake. Let me fix that. Curly brackets. So I'm gonna say height is going to be 100%, and width is also going to be 100%. Let me save that. Can you see? It's looking much better. And now I'm gonna say object fit, that is going to be cover. Let me save that. And border radius. Border radius is going to be same like we have same for this background, that is going to be 50%. Let me save that. Can you see it's looking much better now? And there is one more thing, we need a border around this image. So we can say border, and that is going to be 3px and solid. Let me save that. Can you see we have this border, but we want this to be look more beautiful, so I'm gonna say the border color is going to be white. Let me save that. Can you see it's looking more beautiful now? And there is one more thing. left on this our header part, that is the background color over here that we need to put. So what I'm gonna do, so we have put here position relative on this card. So what we have to do, I'm gonna pick up this, like if we have to put the background color on behind this, so we need to go into the before. So I'm gonna say before content, that is going to be the empty. Let me save that. And after that, I'm gonna say position, that is going to be instead not relative, it's going to be absolute. Now the next thing that we need to do is we are gonna say background color, that is going to be hash CDDC39. This is gonna be our color. Let me save that. And right now you can't see that, so we need to fix this. We are gonna say top is going to be 0 and left, that is also going to be 0. And after that we need height. We are gonna say height is going to be 36%. Let me save that. And after that we need the width of this background as well. So width is gonna be 100%. So can you see it's coming now? And after that we need the border radius for this background, and because it's overriding our other borders, so we are going to say border radius, and that is going to be 24 pixels from top right, 24 pixels from top left, and after that we need from 0 and 0. So from bottom we don't want anything, like from the top and from top left and from top right it's going to be 24 pixels, and from top bottom and from bottom right and from bottom left that is going to be 0. So if I save that, can you see it's looking much beautiful now? And that's it with this one. And now we need to move on to the next part of this one. So let's come up down here. Let's start working with our content part, this one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy up this class profile card. So I'm gonna say inside profile card there is a div with the name of class content. So I'm gonna target this one. So you can directly target this one as well. So it's just for the practicing we are using that, like there is an element with the class name of profile card. Inside that there is an element with the class name of content. So I'm gonna do something on here. I'm gonna say display flex. Let me save that. Can you see it's in the one line? But right now we are gonna say flex is going to be the direction, that is going to be column. Let me save that. And after that we need to do align item center. There are multiple things of doing one thing, so in every lecture I'm trying to do something new so you guys can learn like how you can tackle the different scenarios. So color is going to be this one. Let me reload that. Here you go. Now the next thing that we need to do is we are gonna say font size. Font size is going to be 22 pixels. By default it's not 22 pixels. And after that we are gonna say font weight, that is going to be 500. Let me save that. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to work on our p tag. So I'm gonna copy this one. I'm gonna say content, and inside that there is a p tag. So we want to change the font size for that. That is going to be 15 pixels. Can you see it's small now? And after that I'm gonna say font weight is going to be 400. So we want to load the font weight. We don't want the font weight 500. Okay, the next thing that we need to work on are these social icons. We need to make this beautify. So I'm gonna pick up this social btn. It's up to you, like you can target by typing this one, and after that you are gonna say there is a class name inside the profile card, pick up that, or you can target that directly. So right now when I'm working in the SAS, I'm targeting on the parent on the base of parent class. So right now it's a normal CSS. So in here I can I'm directly targeting this one here. Like if it's universal, like you are using that in your project at multiple places, so you can directly target this. And if you are using this at like only one page for a specific with a specific setting, so what you can do, you can target the profile card first, and after that inside that you can target the social btn. So I'm gonna say display flex, and let me save that. And after that I'm gonna say align items, that needs to be in the center. And after that I'm gonna say margin top, that needs to be 15 pixels. Let me save that. Here here you go. You have margin from the top. Now the next thing that we have to do is I'm gonna pick up the social BTN, and inside that there is a tag. Can you see this a tag? We are gonna work on this one. So I'm gonna say a tag, and I'm gonna say deflex, display flex on it, and align items. That is going to be center. Let me save that, and after that justify content. That is also gonna be the center. I'm doing this because I need to put up circles around that, so that's why I'm doing this. So I'm gonna say color, that is going to be white. Can you see the icon colors has been changed? So inside that I'm gonna change the font size, that is also going to be the 18 pixels. So this will looks a little bit bigger. So inside that I'm going to say height, that is going to be 34 pixels, and width also it's gonna be 34 pixels. Let me save that. Can you see it's looking a little bigger now? And after that I'm gonna say border radius. I need to create a circle, so I'm gonna say border radius is going to be 50%, so it's rounded now. And after that I'm gonna say text decoration. Can you see there is a line coming? I'm gonna say text decoration needs to be none. We don't want any kind of text decoration under that. Now there is one more thing that is left, like the margins between them. So it's right now it's quite huge. So there is, sorry, not quite huge. There is no margin, so we need to put some margins here. So I'm gonna say margin is going to be from top bottom, that is going to be 0, but from the left right we need to put some margin. So I'm gonna say 8 pixels. Can you see there is a margin, enough margin we have? It's looking beautiful. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to work on our CTS, call to action buttons. I'm going to copy this class CTA, and I'm going to say CTA BTN, and inside that I'm going to say this is going to be deflex, and after that I want line items to be center. Let me save that, and after that there is margin. I want margin top, that is going to be 25 pixels. Can you see there is a margin top now? And the next thing is we need to pick up this button and we need to start working on that. So let me see. Okay, there are only 2 buttons in this, so I can directly target this button, or I can say where this class is like CTA button, and inside that if there is any button element, do apply my CSS on that. So I'm gonna say background color, that is going to be hash C, this one. I'm gonna use this one. Can you see we have a background color now? And after that I'm gonna say color, that is going to be white. And after that the font size, that is going to be, I'm gonna say 14 pixels. And font weight, that is going to be 400. And border, we don't need any kind of border, so I'm gonna say border radius, that is right now the border, that is going to be none. We don't want any kind of border. Let me save that. Border is gone, and after that I need border radius, that is going to be 24 pixels. Let me do that. Can you see there is a border radius? It's looking much beautiful now. And I'm gonna say margins, I need to give some margins as well. So top bottom 0 and left right, that is going to be 10 pixels. And after that I need to give some padding as well, so between the text and the our rest of the design. So I'm gonna say 8 pixels top bottom and 24 pixels left right. Let me save that. Can you see we have beautiful buttons now? There is a space around our text. So margin is the space between the elements, and the padding is between around the text. So right now when I'm hovering on these, can you see there is no pointer? So I'm gonna say cursor, that is going to be pointer. Let me save that. And after that I want to give some transition as well, because we are gonna hover on these as well. So 0.3 s, and after that I'm gonna say ease property. Can you see there was an animation before? Let me reload. And now what we have to do, we need to add some hover effect as well on our button. So I'm gonna copy this one from here, and I'm gonna say hover. when someone hover on this button, do something for us. I want to say that I want to change my background color. So I'm gonna use this one, the second color. Let me save that. So I'm hovering here. Can you see the hover effect? On the hover effect, the color has been changing for the buttons. Okay, the next thing, our last part of this design is our these stats. So I'm gonna pick up this stat class from here, or you can target again. You can if it's for the specific page only, or like it's on a specific page and you have some special settings for this, and you're using this stat somewhere else as well, but you want with the same classes, with the same names, with the same class names and same elements. So what you have to do at that point, you need to target from by using the profile card. Inside that you need to use stats. So if it's a single page and you're not using anywhere else, so you can directly target by using the stats. So I'm going to say stats, and I'm going to say display, that is going to be flex. Let me save that. Can you see these are in one line? And inside that I'm going to say align items, that needs to be in center. Like sometime when you have a like in one div, when you have icon and the text that is not aligned in the center, like sometime icon is a little up, text is down, sometimes text is little up and icon is down. So I'm using align item center, so I want all of these into vertically in the same line. So the next thing, I need margin top, that is going to be again 25 pixels, and it's done. And the next thing that we need to do is we need to work on this data div. So by using the stats, we apply on all of these items like in one row. And the next thing, I'm gonna say stats, and inside that we have a class name with the name of data. So this one we are using the same class in all of these three icons. So here I'm gonna say again, that is going to be deflex. I want this into a line, and again align items center. And here color, I'm gonna change the color here. So I'm gonna say hash 333. Let me save that. And now I need some padding as well. So from top it's 0, and from left right, top bottom 0, and left right is going to be 20 pixels. So can you see there is a space between all of these now? And there is one more thing that I need to do, is I need to give some border. So I'm gonna say border, and border, and that is going to be border right, that is going to be 2 pixels, and after that that is going to be solid. Let me save that. Can you see we have the border? We need to remove this border as well from the right side, from the last one. So I'm gonna say E7 E7. Oh, so basically I'm changing the color for the border. Let me save that. Our color has been changed. So now for the last child, like for this one, there is a border right here. So we don't want any kind of border on the last child. So we are gonna say data, and there is a last child. We don't want any kind of border right. So we are gonna say border right, that is going to be none. Let me save that. Can you see the border on the right side has been gone? Now there is one last thing that we need to do on this project. I have showed you, like when you are gonna click on this heart icon, that is gonna count these numbers. So, but there is one more thing. Can you see there is no space between these? We need to fix up this space as well. So I'm gonna say like, let me grab this. I'm gonna say inside that there is a I tag. Can you see this one? I'm gonna say I need some space. So first of all, I'm gonna say font size, that is going to be 18 pixels. Let me save that, or you can increase or decrease, it's up to you. So by default, it's already 18 pixels. And I'm gonna say margin right, that is going to be 6 pixels. Let me save that. And one more thing that we need, if I'm hovering here, can you see any kind of cursor? There is no cursor. Let me put that cursor is going to be the pointer. So now there is a cursor as well on these icons. So now we need to work on this hard, like we need to count down this one, like and unlike thing. So for that purpose, we have app.gss file. By clicking alt and click, you can come up here. I'm gonna come up here, and now let's start working on our JS part. So if you are not a JS guy, it's up to you if you want to learn. and like if you are just here for learning the HTML and CSS, that's we are done. But the next part is gonna for the JS guys. Like if anybody wants to learn with the JS how you can count this like and unlike thing, it's up to you if you want to stay or if you want to leave. So I'm gonna create a variable with the name of, I will say, is liked, and I'm gonna set that to false. And after that, so semicolons. In the ES6, after the ES6, there is like in ES5, it's important like to put semicolons, but in ES6 and after that, there is no need of putting semicolons. It's up to you if you want to do that. And after that, let I'm gonna say like count value, and that is going to be, I'm gonna say like count value is going to be like 60k, so 60, and after that 60,000 basically. So this is called 60,000. We want, this is what we are putting here. So const, this is just a random value because we have putting the hard-coded values, so that's why I have put here. So when you are working with the database and the things, the scenarios are different in that case. So I'm gonna say heart icon, and one second, I always do this in the camel case, is equal. So I'm gonna say document dot get element by ID, and so this is about the heart icon. If I come up here, so I'm gonna give a ID here to the I. So I'm gonna say ID is going to be heart icon. This is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna get this element by the ID. So I'm gonna say heart icon. So there is another ID that I need to use is like count. I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste that here again. So that is going to be our like count, and this is going to be this one. I'm gonna pick up this like count. This is a variable and this is our ID. So I'm gonna pick up like that by using document get element by ID and the like count. This is our ID. So whenever you are using the document get element by ID, you don't need to put hash here. Okay, this is wrong. If you're putting hash, it's not gonna work because it's gonna think like this needs to be like that. So that's why we are not gonna put hash here, because it's already we are mentioning that we are getting the document by ID. So now the next thing that we need to do is like when someone click on this, we want that to like count the count our hearts, like how many likes are there. So like we are gonna implement the we are gonna implement the like and unlike thing and the count as well. So I'm gonna say pick up this variable heart icon and put a add event listener on it, like when someone is gonna click on this. So I'm gonna say when someone is gonna click, do something for me, comma, and after that I'm gonna use the arrow function, and after that arrow sign, equal sign, colon, arrow function here, curly brackets, hit enter. So inside that I'm gonna say is liked, this one I'm using this variable. I'm saying that is liked not equal to is liked, like right now it's false, so false don't needs to be equal to false. If like if it's not equal to this one, then condition is gonna true. So I'm gonna say like log, no, not sorry, log. I'm not gonna check that. I'm gonna say if is liked, like it's true. Like if it's true, then do something for us. Like if the condition is false, then enter into this one. So right now in is like it's false here, and it's when we are gonna check that like if it's equal to this one, this is gonna be the there will be true or false. So if is like is not equal to this one, so is like is gonna be the true. So we are gonna say that is like if it's like is true, like this one is true. It's a little bit tricky concept. So I'm gonna say like heart icon, and I'm gonna say add a class list that is going to be, I'm gonna say add, and after that I'm gonna say for hyphen solid. And after that, we need to work on this like count value. So I'm gonna say like count value that is going to be, I'm gonna say if it's like it's not liked, then do like add the class with the name of fast solid. So we want to make this red, and we also want to increment this count. So we are gonna say plus and equal sign, and we are gonna say we want to increment with the 1. Let me save that, and if I hit enter here, can you see it's liking and it's 60K now. Now there is one more thing that we need to do is when we click that again, we want to remove the like as well. So I'm gonna say else. In else, like if it's already liked, then do something for us. So we are gonna say heart icon and dot class list, and this time instead of add we want remove. That is going to be for solid. So we want to remove this for solid class, and after that like count we want to decrement the like count value as well. So instead of plus we are going to use the minus and equal sign, and we are saying reduce that from 1. I will save that, and there is one more thing that we need to do. Let's come out here and I'm going to say like count. I'm going to use this variable, like I need to show the exact like count values. So I'm going to say like, because by when we are liking or unliking, you can't see the number is incrementing or no. So I'm going to say like count dot text content. This is a JavaScript property. By using that, like you can manipulate, you can change this value. So I'm going to say like count, that is going to be like count value, like this one, this like count value, and that is going to be like count dot to local string. So we can pass out that there. Let me save that. If I do like, can you see it's 601? If I unlike that, it's gone. Can you see? Now there is one more thing that we need to do. We want to change this heart color. It's right now um, it's like black. We want this heart to be red. So what we can do, we can go into the in our CSS file and we can write down that here. We are gonna come up here and we are gonna say dot for, and after that hyphen solid, and after that we are gonna say dot for heart. This one. Can you see this one for heart, and we are adding class here. Let me show you. Let me inspect this one. Can you see there is a for solid and for heart? We are saying when there are both of these classes exist, do this for us. Like we are saying, we are gonna say before we are gonna change our color. So we are gonna say content. That is going to be, we are gonna pass the our icon code, that is going to be F004, and we are gonna say the color needs to be red. That is going to be red. Let me save that. Now, can you see it's red? Let me reload that. Here you go. Let me close this. Let me like that. Can you see it's counting? When I'm uncounting, the red is going off, because we are saying when there are both classes there, then implement that. Let me like that again. Can you see the classes added? And here, can if you go on into the before, this is the red color that we was using. So that's it for today, and if you have liked my video, kindly do some comment and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest video. Thank you, take care, bye bye.